Well, hello there. I'm so glad you're here. I guess you got my message. And I'm Marty Whitney with ARTitude Adjustment, and we're going to continue what we were doing yesterday. If you weren't here yesterday, you'll probably want to go back to the other video that was done yesterday, and so you can kind of catch up on this because a lot of stuff has happened. Not really. But we're going to finish this up today because I'll be going out of town tomorrow. So, and I don't think my husband's going to do this for me. But anyway, you know, we're making a tulle utility bag. And it is adorable. And I'm going to be showing you how to paint the designs. It's also on the back. There's some little dragonflies and my initials because you have to sign your work. Okay, this is what we're doing. Tell me if you can see it okay, because I'm going to attempt something that I have never attempted before on Facebook Live. We're going to do this and this and this. Okay, so if I got it backwards. Okay, try it again. Anyway, this is going to be easier for you to see. Hey, Linda, I'm going to put myself in this little pocket right here, and that's what I meant to do. Okay, so see, we're looking at the design of what we're going to be painting. I did continue a little bit just by continuing over here. This bag is a black bag like the utility bag, but it's laying flat, and that's easier for me to explain. Jane, hello Jane. I've got a couple of paint brushes out. I've got my paint over here, looks like an accident waiting to happen, and we're just going to start doing what we had begun yesterday. So do you see me? I'm right down here, hey, in this little corner. And what we're going to be doing are I'm going to be starting some flowers. I'll get some paint in my palette here so that we've got the colors that we're looking for, and you can use your own imagination for colors. I'm using a flat brush right now. It doesn't really matter what you do, but what paint brush you use, but this is a large surface. So I'm going to start filling in some areas here that I just want to re-emphasize from yesterday. Since they've dried a little bit, they're going to be easier to paint. Now, another way to do this is to use a wet brush. Okay, and I'm just going to fill this in. I hope you'll enjoy the painting today. Hey, looking good yourself. This is a nice project for a gift. You know how we're all now going to have to be using shopping bags, not plastic bags. Well, it hasn't really become official in Florida, but we're waiting for it. So this is a nice bag to use for that, and it's also a nice bag to give to someone who is moving into your neighborhood, or you can fill it with nice gifts and give it to them. I'm using my in fact, I'm just going to kind of paint through here because I'm going to be painting underneath it, on top of it, just to get some color in here. These are not flower petals, by the way. If you ever have any problem hearing me, let me know. We'll come back and fix these flowers, make them look a little better in just a second. Be painting some flowers and some leaves. So I'm going to go down, since I won't be here tomorrow. This isn't really that hard of a project to complete, and so I'm just going to paint stems. Like I told you, I have a flat brush. It's easy to make a stem with this turned on the angle. So I hope you've had as much fun as I have. My husband and I are full-time RVers, and we travel full-time in our RV. If you've never seen my painting classes, I go around to RV rallies all over the country, like Family Motor Coach Association and manufacturer rallies as well. I can't remember all of them, but we have a Tiffin product, if you're familiar with motorhomes. So of course we love to offer rallies at Tiffin Allegro Club rallies, but over the past, I guess, 5 years, I've gotten to know a lot of really nice people by doing offering the painting classes. And during the winter months, we stay at Florida Grand Motor Coach Resort in Webster, Florida. See, sometimes this means that I have to go over this twice, but I am in our RV right now. I do continue working on my painting and my crafts, but I do like company whenever I paint, just like you do. It is a form of meditation for me, and for that reason I really enjoy whenever someone is sitting here with me and I can see that you're having as much fun as I am. In the future, I'll be announcing other projects, and before I offer the project, I always tell you what the items are that we'll need for that project, so you can have it on the Monday before we begin the project. I won't be back in town until Monday evening, but you're going to be hearing from me before I get back in town. I'll be doing Facebook Lives at other locations. Hopefully they'll be interesting and entertaining to you. Hey Roz, I'm glad your grandson is better. Sounds like he's gonna, when they're young like that, they really do mend fast. So if he takes care, I bet he's gonna be fine. Roz's grandson broke his arm in two places, and he's a baseball player, I believe. Is he baseball? Thank you. We're doing picture in a picture, something I've never attempted before. I'm in this little bitty hole right here. See? Right there, I'm in that hole. But things have worked out good so far. If you feel like the paint is not going on there right, you could add some water. I'm okay with it right now. I'll probably go back and paint over the item and emphasize the colors a little bit more. But like I said, I hope you're having a good day. We're here with friends that we know, that we traveled with before. I don't know if any of them are looking. Football, track, and baseball. Bless his heart. My grandson just got through his surgery from might be saying pulled hamstring, and it had to be repaired by surgery. And it's a long, drawn-out recuperation, but, you know, he did what the doctor said. Very important. And your grandson is gonna be fine. I just love seeing how he's gotten so big. Okay. I don't know what that flower is. See, you can make up your own flowers. Let's see. I'm going to be, that's orange. I'm going to put some darker yellow. These are probably going to be daisies, huh? I haven't had to change my paintbrush yet, but maybe I should. We are, I don't know if I said this before, but we're over in the panhandle of Florida in a, what is referred to as the Emerald Coast. That's because the water is just beautiful. The panhandle is West Florida, and I've never seen such growth in my life. This is really an area that has picked up, you know, of course it draws tourists, but oh my gosh, the traffic is amazing. They are building new roads, so don't let that stop you from coming over here. It's a kid-friendly place. Oh my goodness, there's so many amusement parks and places to go. Okay, you can see I'm just kind of like putting flowers in the foreground of this, where I've already painted a little bit, and I'm going to be mixing it up a little bit with some more color, because I can. These are my flowers. As you come in, let me know where you're from, or where you are today. That's what we have to say, is this is where we are today. We're from North Florida, from Jacksonville, my husband and I, and we've been full-timing for 12 years in an RV. That means that we sold our house and everything, and all the things, and decided we wanted to see as much of America as we could, while this little bitty window, kind of like this one right here, is, can you see this okay while I'm painting? Okay. And now I'm going to rinse my brush out a little bit, because I want to add, oh, this is another thing I wanted to tell you. Before I started drawing this, I like to use a white charcoal pen to draw my designs. The white charcoal can be washed out with a wet cloth, so you can put your design in without any problem, and especially on something that's black. Let's see. I can make these flowers go any way I want, because you just can. So let's put a little bit of design in them, and I really appreciate you being here today. We don't have but about 5 more minutes that I was going to be painting. Sometimes I look up and I've really, really gone over what I had planned. We're just going to make some things that make this stick out a little bit more. Now, this, let me show you this. This is where my Sharpie comes in, and this is dry enough that I can print out flowers for, I will do this. sale. And while we're at it, oh, you're in Minnesota. Wow. You know what? I like the copper color too, Roz. Whoops. I bet you are nice and cool. Florida has been so hot that the only way we could stand it was to, a lot of times, just stay inside. Or, let me see, I want to, this is going to be a little patchwork heart. Okay. And I might put a few polka dots in here. Like I said yesterday, the nice thing about working with this black bag is that if I make a mistake, I just cover it up with my Sharpie. So there you go. Now my last one is going to be, I think I'm just going to mix purple and French vanilla or something together. So I'm just going to take my flat brush and go around the lines that I have. I wonder where Maureen is today. She always comes in and paints with me. I've been teaching ARTitude adjustment for about 8 years now, and one of the nice things is meeting all the people that come to the classes. And I always ask them to tell something unique. Do you remember, Roz, that oh, you're making quilt blocks today? What's the next quilt design going to be? But we've had a lot of really great experiences. Oops. One of the reasons I have paint all over clothing is what just happened there. And I'm going to lighten this up, make it give it a little bit of light over here. You have been to every quilt shop in America this summer. I know that. How much fun is that? And I love that you went to the wool mills. I'm familiar with how many mills were closed, textile mills were closed. It was so sad because we had a lot of artisans that not only were out of a job, but it was a craft that we no longer have. It was passed down. We've seen it through so many cities. It was a craft maybe passed down through families. And yes, the government got more education for these people and sent them to schools, but we no longer support that craft. It's a lost art in a lot of areas. Okay, now I'm going to wash that off a little bit, and this one is going to be a low-lying green plant. Should probably This is best if you use a couple of different shades of green. because that's what leaves are, a couple of different shades. I'll put the flowers on top of the leaves, but not very many. I think this green plant is really going to be pretty by itself, but not too much color there. Ooh. Okay. Now this one, I'll just put a few little more leaves down here. Make some darker here. Oops. Didn't mean to get out of the little circle there, my little cage. Hey Nancy, hey Rhonda. Okay, my last flower is going to be yellow. Just yellow and white. These, it's going to take it a while to dry because I've been trying to finish this before too long. So I can just kind of go around, take a few little globbies out. And that's my last plant. What I will do in closing though is I'm going to put a sun up here, and I'm not going to finish the class with that because it's going to take me a couple more minutes, and I really don't want to disrespect your time for that. I'd like to thank you all for being here today. Hey, I'm back. I'd like to thank you for being here today, and for also for looking at my ARTitude adjustment live Facebook Lives. And we'll be back. I'm not sure where I'm going to be when I do another Facebook Live, but it won't be in the RV right now because I'll be on the road for a couple of days. I hope that you have a wonderful evening and that I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.